Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experience as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. Magnicraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 0802-324-2258. Email contact@magnicraftconsulting.com or magnicraftconsulting@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @Magnicraft Limited. Magnicraft Consulting, doing church God's way. Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting Team, anchored by Niyi, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the third Monday morning matter of November 2023. Okay, we've started part 1, part 2, that's Global Church Brand Mindset. We've started that series the first Monday of this month, and today is the third Monday of November, and it's the 20th day of November. Okay, this is Monday Morning Matters. My name is Niyi. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. So we're going to take part 3 of Global Church Brand Mindset. Welcome everyone, Facebook Live, YouTube channel, to this live broadcast show. We've been talking so much value for church leaders. We've been talking so much value for church founders. Thank you for hooking up with us. Thank you for always being part of this live broadcast. We are so glad that you're part of this live broadcast. Again, my name is Niyi. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Now let me say a little bit about Magnicraft Consulting. Magnicraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps local churches to grow healthier through empirical assessment, trainings, revitalization, and strategic blueprints. That's our mission. We want to make sure that churches are healthy so that God can begin to use those churches more for the global impact in terms of the Great Commission. Our vision is to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable, sustainable, and adaptable solutions for churches. The beauty part about it is I'm well trained. I'm a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting and Church Consultation University, both in the US. I'm also your host to the weekly Facebook Live broadcast show every Monday, 7 a.m. Nigerian time, West African time, or GMT +1. Make sure that you hook up with us. I'm also known as the Church Health Guide of the 21st century. A big thank you to everyone who has been commenting, who has been watching our broadcast, who has been reaching out to us and telling us how timely our content is. Thank you so much, pastors. Thank you so much, leaders. I'm so grateful for you to spend some time with us to watch us on Monday Morning Matters. Let's do a little bit of promo to pay some bills, and then we'll come back with the part 3 of what we are going to. Today we're going to talk about Global Church Brand Mindset. And one of it, today is part 3 of 4. Okay, the next month we're going to talk on the benefit of ministry action plan. How do you plan out 2024? Okay, one of the things I found out that churches just wait till the last quarter before they found out that they are behind schedule. How do you spread your plans through 12 months of the year and then take out the maximum benefit you can take from a ministry action plan? Okay, and that's what we're going to do in December. Okay, then Dr. Tom Rayner, a fantastic mentor of mine. He forwarded my book. I'm so grateful. He has made a massive impact on me in terms of my church consulting career, and so he has been able to give up over 40% discount. You want to go through Church Consultation University and be trained, well trained, equipped, and certified. You want to become a certified church consultant to help your own church and to help other churches revitalize and become healthy. Reach out to me on the number, on the emails on the screen, and then let's see how, or chat with me on any of the social media handles that will be scrolling on the screen. I'm sure I'm going to give you that benefit in no time. Okay, that's my book on church retention, pathway to growth. 3 more books are coming out. I hope to finalize that as soon as possible and put it out for you. Church retention, pathway to growth is a massive book that can help your church grow healthy and make your church to reach peak performance in terms of growth. So let's go on my YouTube channel to see how you can get some more information to get yourself to grow healthier. Okay, how to cultivate a global church brand mindset is what we have been talking about. And this mindset is not about the leaders alone. We are not talking about the mindset of the leaders or the senior leadership team or the congregation. We are talking about the mindset of the entire church. The mindset of the entire church. Community perceptions can be real. How people perceive you can be a major hindrance for you to do God's work in your community. So how the community perceive the church can be a major hindrance for you to doing God's work in your community, because branding is a tool for global ministry and outreach. We're going to discuss that, how to facilitate using a strong brand to do global ministry and outreach as a whole. We're going to also look at how you can develop your strong brand by engaging the community, because you see, the only way you can know a church is when you begin to talk with the church, which is when you begin to engage with the church. People don't know you because you are not engaging with the community. You are not engaging with the congregation. You are not engaging with your target audience. The more you engage in, the more you talk, the more you know. You know, if you have 2 people, the more they communicate, the more they exchange conversations, the more they know themselves, and then they cultivate a kind of brand mindset for one another. We're going to talk about that, and then how branding can also be used for global evangelism. The truth about it is that the mandate that God gave the church is to reach out to the world, to make and mature disciples, and the brand strategies that a church has can also be used to be able to reach out to the Jerusalem, to the Judea, the Samarias, and the uttermost part of the earth successfully. And so certainly we're going to look at some of these things quickly in the next 10-12 minutes, and then we're going to wrap up for the day. So branding is a tool, can be a tool, and is as a tool for global ministry and outreach. Okay, a strong church brand. I mean, I've seen churches who, because they have a strong brand on the airwaves, they have a strong brand on the internet, on the social media platforms. You see, when you go to a new place, just putting up a billboard, people just connect, and then their first service in that place, you can see them in hundreds, in 500, in thousands. Why? Because they have a strong brand. A strong church brand can facilitate global ministry and outreach. Okay, and that can be possible when you provide a consistent and recognizable identity. You see, my face, as you see my face on the screen, my face, this is how my face will be in Nigeria. This is how my face will be in the US. This is how my face will be in South Africa. This is how my face will be in Russia, in China. And so you see, it will be very difficult for you to have a strong brand when you have different faces for different places. Okay, you have a face for the US, you have a face for South Africa. Nobody will be able to identify with you, nobody will be able to recognize you, you will not be able to build trust, you will not be able to gain credibility, and people will not want to relate with you worldwide because of duplicit personalities. People are more likely to engage with a church that has a well-defined and consistent brand. I mean, you go on the DSTV, you go on the airwaves, you go on social media, any platforms, the message is consistent and the message is the same. Okay, the method can change, but the message should be the same. Okay, as a church, when you do not know your identity, you will be lost in the world. So your face must be constant. Your face must be constant wherever your presence is. But the way you do ministry must be contextual. Okay, the way you reach out to people, the way you greet them, the way you talk to them, the way you lead them, the way you manage them, those are methods. But your message must be constant, must be fixed across all platforms or mediums or channels. And then that's how you can be able to build their trust and build credibility for your strong brand. So adapting your brand for various cultural contexts is also very crucial. How applicable is your brand to different cultural contexts in the world? You need to understand the values, the beliefs, the communication style of different cultures so that you don't begin to have a brand that is conflicting to an existing cultural context in the world. One thing is sure, your brand must be acceptable to every cultural context in the world. It is important to maintain the core message, as I said, while tailoring your approach to resonate with the diverse audience in terms of contextually and culturally. Okay, there's an issue when your church brand does not align with people outside your Jerusalem. Okay, there is a culture of Jerusalem, there is a culture of Judea, there's a culture of Samaria, there's a culture of the uttermost part of the earth, and your brand must be able to cut across, because if you cannot cut across, then you cannot expand to the uttermost part of the earth. Your brand must be strong enough to build its roots in Jerusalem and begin to spread to the uttermost part of the world through Judea and Samaria. Okay, there are quite a lot of churches who are making success stories from having a strong brand. One of the churches I like so much is the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church has a strong brand, and they have a way of making it applicable to all cultures they find themselves in. I hardly think if there is a country today that we don't have a Catholic in there. So when a church maintains a consistent global identity while respecting the cultural differences over a long time, creates a strong brand that aids the fulfillment of the Great Commission. We want to fulfill the Great Commission, but it will not be nice if the brand that the church is coming to the community with is being resisted because it's not applicable to the cultural differences in that community. And I so said also that church members, people in the community, can only know your brand when they actively participate and engage with your church brand, okay? And engage with your church brand so that they can be able to understand and embrace the vision of the church, the mission of the church, and the values of the church. You need to encourage your people to be brand ambassadors, okay? People outside your church cannot be brand ambassadors for your church. It's your members. And that's why when the church grows large into 10,000, 20,000, you have a lot of brand ambassadors you can send to the world to begin to live out the church message in their daily day-to-day activities, or in their workplace, or wherever they are in the marketplace. So encourage your congregations to be able to beam your light, beam your brand to wherever they are going, in their workplace, in their family, in their residential areas, to see how they can be light and salt indeed in this world. Light and salt indeed in this world. Okay, the internet should help me so greatly. Involve the congregation in also sharing the church message. Can be done through social media, through community events, through volunteer work. Encourage them to share personal testimonies and experiences that align with the church brand. Can also create a church brand mindset for your church. Collaboration and feedbacks are essential for continuous improvement. Okay, don't always feel that you have gotten it 100%. You make sure you have you have feedbacks in terms of channels for congregation and members to provide inputs and ideas to enhance your church branding effort in the community. So another thing is strong brands can help for global evangelism. Branding plays a vital role in global evangelism by conveying a consistent and compelling message that resonates with people with diverse backgrounds. It also helps the Great Commission by making the message accessible, simple, relatable for all nations. Okay, branding also helps to create strategies by adapting the church brand to various cultural contexts through research, localization of content, and partnership for local leaders who understand the cultural nuance of their communities. Okay, then I'm going to just go into the last one, and then we'll wrap up for today. Together in the Great Branding Commission. The Great Commission is what the church has been saddled to do. And when we go into the community, we need to be ensured that people want to relate with us. People want to trust us. People want to know that we are credible. There's no how you are going to go into the community and not, and with lack of credibility and lack of trust, and people want to relate with you. So encourage church members to actively participate in fulfilling the Great Branding Commission, okay, by living out. You see, one of the things I want to say quickly is that your brand is as strong as the brand ambassadors you send into the community. Your brand is not about the billboards, it's not about your social media pushing out content, other things. It's how people are living out. You know, the Paul says they are living epistles. Okay, people are living out the vision, they are living out the mission, they are living out the values. So how much of the brand ambassadors you have that are living out the church values and missions daily? I've seen churches when they started as a young church, people who joined the church were living out the values and mission daily. Then after like 15 years, they stopped doing that. You see, consistency is very, very important to having a strong brand. Their action reflects the brand. Whatever you do in the place of work reflects your brand. Whatever you do in your home, in your Jerusalem, affects your brand. So involve the congregation in sharing the church brand and messaging through personal evangelism, through online presence, through outreach efforts, both locally and globally. I mean, people in your church should be able to share content on their platforms, on their instant messaging platform, and then let's see how God helps us to have a strong brand. Because once a church has a strong brand, it facilitates ministry penetration faster. So let's also promote collaboration and feedback as part of a collective effort, ensuring that the congregation's voice is heard and valued in shaping the church brand. You see, the church brand is not about the set man alone. Because one of the things is that if it's about the set man alone, then you're going to have a lot of problems having stakeholders buy-in. One of the things I will say quickly is shared values. I mean, once you have some shared values, everybody sees that this is our value. It's not the senior pastor's values, it's not the general overseer's values, it's not the church founder's values, it's the values that we have as a church. Let me say what I've noticed quickly, and I'll wrap it up from here. You see, I know churches have fantastic core values. Like my church, our core value is an acronym LIFE. Life, LIFE. FE. L is leadership development. I is inspiring worship. F is family well-being. And E is excellent service. That is the core, the values of the transforming church that I'm a pastor in. Okay, now the thing is, when you have core values like that, fantastic. I know a lot of churches have core values like that, stewardship, faithfulness, excellence, whatever, hope, love. You see, there's always a gap between what the congregation leaves out and what you write on the paper as the church core values. And the church leadership need to begin to bridge that gap. Okay, for example, our core value is love. It's written on paper as love, but that love is useless until you have your congregation living out lovingly to themselves and the community, by loving their neighbors, loving themselves, loving their pastors, loving their leaders, praying for their leaders, and things like that. Now, when they begin to act those things out, it has a stronger implication to the brand of the church. It has a stronger, it will not be nice you have something on paper as excellence, and then there's nothing excellent about what people do in the church. So the church needs to sit down and begin to find out that there is shared values, shared collective buy-in into the values, and the people are living out those values so that it shapes the church branding strategy eventually. One of the things I'll say quickly is that you need to have some cyber evangelists. Imagine if you want the communication is from your church is posted on Twitter, and you have your 1,000 people who are going to retweet it, who are liking it, because artificial intelligence of those social medias work with burning bush effect. What is really getting engagement? What is getting people's attention? And they begin to show that thing to more people. So get cyber evangelists so that you begin to have a strong online presence and also a strong on-site branding presence. And that can only be done not only by the senior pastor, but the entire church having strong brand ambassadors to push the brand forward to the world. I need to wrap up right now. Thank you so much for those who are following me. I can see some of you on the back end. Thank you so much, Pastor Joel. Thank you so much for all your follow-up on the back end. Thank you so much. If you have any church-related questions for me, or inquiries for me, please don't keep quiet. My company handles is scrolling on the screen. Please reach out to any of our social media handles, and then you're going to engage me, and then we're going to see how we can answer your questions and also provide clarity for all your inquiries. Perhaps you have any question, please reach out to us in any of the social media, and we're going to get back to you. Please, this video has been useful to you. Please give us a like. Give us a like. Share us to your community. Drop us a comment. I would love to hear from you where you are watching me from. I also want to learn from you. You've learned from me. Drop a comment for me in the comment section what you feel about the content we have shared today. And please go on our Facebook page. Do share with us to your network, to your leaders. Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell, and so that you can be notified when we upload a new content. Okay. We also do consultation. We do revitalization. We do training. We do strategic planning. My number is on the screen: 08023242258. We provide excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and results. Reach out to us so that we can help your church become what God wants it to be. And so thank you for the attention. Thank you for following us. God bless each and every one of you as we have a beautiful week ahead. Till I come your way next week, Monday, with a final episode of the church brand, cultivating a global church brand mindset. I say bye-bye. I love you, and God bless you. Thank you so much.